we're going to be doing the isometric drawing of this object over here. Just a little bit of planning beforehand. Figure out where the center of this thing is. 68 up over there, 80 across over there from point A, and 40 up from, or 40 across from there. So from point A, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find the center of this thing somewhere over there, and then I can work out from that. I'm going to start out, there's my point A over there. I'm going to draw a construction line coming out over here. I'm going to measure across 80 millimeters. Measure across 80 millimeters. Mark that off. Draw a little construction line going up from that mark. I'm going to go 68 millimeters up. 68 millimeters up over here. And then I'm going to go back from there. Okay, that would be a center line. Let me draw that in straight away. Long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash. Okay, and I can measure back from that mark the 40 millimeters that you get off that top view over there. So 40 millimeters, take that, mark that off, and you can now draw in some center lines that will help you in order to do this thing. So let's just draw a center line here, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, and another center line going across over here. Long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, and then we can start drawing this object. All right, what I'm going to do is, while I've got my center lines in place, I think the first thing that I'm going to do is to do this circle story, and then we'll do that the pentagon on the inside of that. To do that circle, they've given you a radius of 30 millimeters, so you set your pair of compasses to 30. Go to the center that you've just marked off, and you're going to mark a center on that center line, mark a center on that center, mark that 30 millimeter radius at least on the center lines that you have over here. Once you've got that, you're going to take your set square and draw in a construction line isometric square over there. You use this method, you'll find that that square turns out perfectly every single time. It's not like you're measuring off the lengths of the sides. And once you've got that in place, it's very easy to figure out where you're meant to place the pair of compasses. Place the pair of compasses in over there, extend it out to that point over there, work accurately here. That point links up perfectly with that point, and you can draw that arc in straight away. Okay, once you've got that, you're going to draw a construction line going across the center of this square that I just drew. Right, and you take a line going from the obtuse angle over here to the center of that line of the square. That gives you a center over there, which you can then poke your pair of compasses in, and you can then measure off accurately from there to there and draw that little arc in accurately there. Right, once you've got that, let's come and have a look at this pentagon. Okay, they've given you a side length over here. They say this pentagon, regular pentagon, has sides of 30 millimeters. So I come along here and I measure off 30 millimeters with my pair of compasses. And I come up over here and I'm going to start out by drawing a perfect circle with a radius of 30 millimeters. Send it to the other side, draw another perfect circle with a radius of 30 millimeters. Go down to where those two arcs intersect over there, draw another circle with a radius of 30 millimeters. Once you've done that, you're going to take a line going as a perpendicular bisector straight up here. Let's just do that in dark so that people can see that better. So there's a line that's going up there. You're then going to go from this point A through this point over here, which I'm going to call B, and I'm going to draw a line going from A through B up to that circle over there, and that'll give me a point. I'm going to call it point D. I'm going to take a line going from point C through B up to there. Let's call that point E. Okay, make sure that those lines are going through point B, which is where the perpendicular bisector goes through the that circle, that bottom circle, and you'll end up with a perfect pentagon over here, which you can draw in nice and dark. They give you marks for these constructions, so you may as well draw them in dark at the beginning. There you go. Okay, that gives you the 3 sides of that pentagon, and I need to find that last side, which also has a length of 30 millimeters. Go up to where E is over there, mark off over there. If you've drawn accurately, it should link up perfectly at the top there, and you can then draw that pentagon. Right. Okay, we're going to draw a line going across from E. Just going to draw this line going across over here. All right, see that line over there? Okay, we need to try and figure out how to get that line in the right place. Okay, we need to know where the center of this pentagon is, and the best way to do that is to just take this over here, get a set square lined up on the base of it, like that. Slide that back a little bit. Take your other set square around. Go to the center over here. And draw a line going like that, okay? See that intersection over there? That will be the center of the pentagon, which is where we need to start. So I'm just going to draw a center line going through here. All right, there's my center line going through there, center line going through there. I've now got a measurement from there to that point over there, which will be able to give us that dimension over there. Let's see how I'm going to put that together. Let's start out, and I'm going to take this measurement from the center of the pentagon down to the baseline. I bring that across to this drawing over here, mark that off over there. I'm going to draw a line going across over here, and I'm going to measure off half the length of the base on the one side of the line and half the length of the base on the other side of the line, giving me the base of my pentagon. There it is. I then need to figure out from that base going up to that point over there. Okay, I'm going to take that and mark that off. Draw a construction line coming across here. I'm going to measure off that distance from there to there and pop that in on that side and on that side. And I can now draw in a line going from there to there and a line going from there to there. And once I've done that, I can then take this measurement from, well, I can go from the center to that apex over there, go from the center to the apex over there, and I can then draw in a full pentagon over here. There's my pentagon. Right, once you've done that, you can come and look at this. It says 48 millimeters coming down from that center. So we're going to measure off that 48 millimeters. Go to the center over here, mark that off over there, and I can now draw a line coming across. Okay, just a construction line there. It says from there it goes out 30 millimeters, so I can measure off 30 millimeters from there. Mark that off, and I can draw in a line coming down over there, just a construction line coming down over there. 30 millimeters. There we go. I need to then go down It says 20 millimeters. So I'm going to come over here. Let's measure off 20 millimeters. All right. Measure off 20 millimeters. And I'm going to draw a line coming across over here, just in construction lines for now. And you'll see why I'm doing that in construction lines in a few seconds. Right, we've got that 80 millimeter gap going over there. So we can measure back 80 millimeters. Measure back 80 millimeters from there to there. I'll draw in my line going, that 80 millimeters going all the way back to there. Right, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to draw a construction line going across there. And I'm going to measure off, it's the, from the center to there is 40, but it's a little bit more, no, it's 40 millimeters going back. So there's my 40, it says that that's 80, so 40 millimeters going back. Measure off 40, smash that down there, draw that line in quickly. Right, you can go over here to A, where we started our drawing. Draw a line going across, and you should find that that measurement coming down here is 20 millimeters down. Right, it says that I need to go 21 millimeters across, so I'm going to measure off 21 millimeters. Go over there, measure off 21 millimeters. I can draw in a line from there to there. And the next thing that we see is this little line going up here at 120 millimeters, which is a bit of a pain. So I'm going to come along here and I'm going to draw an auxiliary view, just a line going up over there at 60 degrees, a line coming across over there, and a line going up over here. It says that I go up 10 millimeters. Is the 10 millimeter thing that they tell you, and I get 10 millimeters on here, mark that off over there, come up over here, and that little distance from there to there is the distance that I need. So I can now draw a line, a construction line going up over here. I can measure off 10 millimeters going up, 10 millimeters going up over there, a line coming across over here, and I'm going to measure off that little red line over there and pop that down onto my drawing, giving me the angle that I need in order to draw this thing in. Let me do it. There we go. That angle over there is that length over there, but obviously because it's an isometric drawing, it's slightly distorted. Right. Construction line coming down from that corner over there, and I can now draw in a line going across over here in order to find that line going over there, and a line coming all the way back over here, and a line going up over there. Right, a line coming straight down over there, and I now need to try and figure out the rest of this story over here. Right, the next part of this thing that I want to draw is basically from this circle going up over here. The problem is that we don't have this dimension going from that point. You can see where that point is. I give that to you nicely, but how far down is that point over there? Because that's where we're going. That is the bottom of the square. So we first need to draw a square over here. Let's just draw two construction lines going at 45 degrees there, 45 degrees there. They tell you the length of the side of that square is 20 millimeters. So 20 millimeters, mark that off. Mark it off over there. And I'm going to draw a line going across like that, and a line going up like that. And I can now draw in that square. That's a 20 millimeter side there. That will be a 20 millimeter side there. Same story over here. Note, I'm always working from center lines. I now have some center lines from which I can take measurements. So Here we go. I have now got a distance from there to there, which is that little question mark distance that I've got over there. I can now take that to my center lines over here, or I can measure off, sorry, let's just find the 49 millimeters going up over here. I measure off 49 millimeters from my center over there, mark that off, draw in a line going across over here, okay, and from there I will be able to drop this little measurement over here onto my drawing, drop that down from that mark that I just made, and I can draw a construction line going across there. I can then draw a line which is going to go from the circle up to that new line. There we go, and that is the base of the square that I need to draw. Right, from there, well, I need to take a line going, let's just do this. There's the center line story, a line going back like this. All right, and I can now measure off from there what is this distance over here, that distance over there, measure that off, and I can now draw in a line going from there to there. Right, that's obviously going to come back again, so I'm going to continue this line going up here, and I need to measure off that same distance over there, swing that around to there, and I have a line which would be in there. I'm just going to draw it in construction lines first. I'm not 100% sure whether I can see that or not. Okay, from there I'm going to continue up to the top of this thing. It says it's from the center, it's 49 plus another 19. Okay, 49 plus another 19. 8, right, okay, measure from that center line. So let's just get my maths brain going here. Right, measuring up 68 millimeters from the center. That's that 49 plus the 19. Measure that off over there. Draw a line coming across over here. Just a construction line coming across over there. And I can now measure off. Oh, I've got that little piece over there. Right, this then needs to come back, 20 millimeters coming back over here. So I'm going to measure off 20 mils. 20 millimeters coming back over here. That gives me that point over there. I can now draw that in nice and dark. From there to there. I can draw in a line coming down to there. I can drop a line coming down over here. Let's just draw that coming down over there. Right, from that corner over there, I can draw a line coming across like that. Okay, and you can see that that side of that square that linked up over there is going to be covered over, and I can draw a line coming in like that. That's going to go back over here. Line from there to there, line from there to there. I need to figure out where the center is over here and draw a line coming out. There's a construction line coming out from there. All right. I'm going to measure off 20 millimeters from that corner over there. 20 millimeters coming back over here. Okay, that gives the bottom of the square, which I can now draw in. Coming back over there. I've got this line going at that non-isometric angle, which is going to come over here I'm going to draw that back over there, and I can then draw in that slanted line from there to there. And I can also then draw in a line which is going to go over here. Right, once I've got that in place, I can then continue measuring back. What is the distance going back over here from there to there? That's 38 millimeters, so 38 divided by 2. So I measure back 19 millimeters from there to there. That line coming back over there. I can then draw a line coming back and finishing off this story over here. Right. They then have a gap of 20 millimeters, so I'm going to draw a construction line coming out over here, and I'm going to measure off the 20 millimeters going from there to there, and then it is another 19 over there. Let's do that, and I can then draw in that little part over there. I think I can finish this thing off. That line coming across there, that line coming across there will be giving me all the information that I need for this part. That needs to be dropped down over here from that corner and that corner. A line coming across from here because we're going to have the same story. There, and there, and there. Right. We then have that square story happening from that corner. So I need to take that angle over there. You'll see that it is actually the 30-degree angle showing the side of the square. I'm going to draw a line coming down like that. I can drop a line coming down over here. Okay, center of the square is there, so I can take a line coming back over here. Okay, and that will give me the length of side that I need for my square. I need to get that same angle over here. You'll see that it's at that 60-degree angle over there. Draw that across over here, and I can draw in that story over there. Right, I'm just going to be very careful over here that I don't overstep the mark. That is correct. That is good. Okay. Okay, coming down, I can continue down over here to that side over there. Right, let's just have a look and see where this thing is over here. You'll see that this line coming across to where the top of this angled piece is, that is 48 plus 30 over there. Okay, that's 78 millimeters going up. 78 millimeters going up over here. I'm going to measure that off on my center line. It's just easier to measure on that center line. Take that across over here. Just a construction line coming across. And I now have a point where I can draw a line coming back over here. Okay. I need to measure off. It says that it's 12 millimeters, so that's 6 millimeters because we are cutting this thing. So 6 millimeters back over there from, geez, where's that line that I just drew? I didn't. Right. Let's just measure that off again. There's the line over there, going out over there. Let's draw a line going back over here. Okay, and we measure off 6 millimeters on there. 6 millimeters, let's just get that measurement accurate. 6 millimeters going back over there. Right, I can draw, I know that the end of the line is over there. So I can draw in my angle over there, put a set square up against that, and slide that across to my 6mm mark up from there and draw that line over there. Right, once I've got that in place, yeah, we're more or less done with this thing. I just need to draw a line going back over here, from there to there. I need to draw a line coming down from there to there. And the last thing that we need to do is to get this little notch cut out of here. We've got that corner at the back there. I'm going to drop a line coming down from there. Right. And it says that we need to come down. What is that now? 19 plus 19. Okay, so measure off. There it is. 19 plus 19. There it is. I can now draw a line coming down over here. 19 plus 19 over there. Line, which is then going to come across by 30 degrees. Across over here. That's going to go up over there. It's going to have a line coming across over here. Line just coming across. Let me do that. It's a construction line coming across there. Oh yeah, that is not quite in the right place. I think it's slightly higher. Right, let's just get the accuracy here. It's slightly higher. Right, because there's definitely a gap between there and there. Okay, and then we're going to measure off whatever that distance is. It's 20, which we can already do because we can drop that down over here. Drop a line coming down over here, there to there, and draw a line which is going to come across from there to there. That's going to go up to this little line over here. We're going to have a line coming across to there. Okay. I need to draw a line coming across the middle over here. We've already got that in place because it's a square. I need to get this line going, which is a 60-degree angle. I keep on forgetting. So that's a 60-degree angle, which is going to come across over here to there. Right. I can then draw in that little line at the back over there, and my drawing is basically complete. I can then do the hatching quickly, which just goes across over here. That circle part. You'll note that I did not hatch the web, that supporting piece, that triangular piece, although it is being hatched, it is being cut, we don't hatch the webs. Up to there, up to there. There, to there, and this little bit at the top here, that part, there, 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 and come down over here, and let's just hatch this part very quickly, and it'll all be done. This hatching should be done with a 0.3 pencil. There we go. Right, that's the drawing done. All right, the last thing that I need to do that I realized I left out is getting this pentagonal hole going through this. You can see the hidden detail going through there. I'm going to take lines coming out from the corners over here, and I can then measure off. Note the thickness of this piece of material. It goes from there to there, so I can take that, put that into my drawing, draw a line going across like that. I can go over here, draw a line going across like that. And then that final line that I need, I'm going to take my set square. I'm going to take a ruler underneath it. I'm going to place that ruler like that, slide it across, and I can then draw in that little line over there. There you go. That is the drawing completed.